guys, how's it going? This is Charity from Scrap Bear Knits. So glad you all could come back today. Welcome to any new viewers, and thank you so much if you're a returning viewer. I'm so glad to see you back again. I didn't say last time because I was trying to decide, and I think this podcast is definitely going to be a bi-weekly podcast because that just gives me enough time to get stuff made and ready to show you. But I'm not at home today. I'm recording in a different location, and honestly I wish I could record here all the time because it's a beautiful little sunroom and it's really overcast, but it looks like it's going to be good to show you everything that I have to show you. And if you like what I have to say or what I have to show, then please feel free to click and subscribe here at YouTube. Go over and join our group at Ravelry, and you can find me on the internet other places. I'm Scrap Bear on Ravelry, and I'll make that happen right here. I'm Scrap Bear on Ravelry and Instagram and Twitter, but I don't really do a lot of tweeting other than pushing things to Twitter because I usually have way more to say than fits in a tweet. So that being said, I do have a finished object and it hasn't been blocked, so please forgive me. But I finished my brickless I was working on last time, and it's pretty long. I know that's a terrible little point there, but the rest of my points look good, and I've got one really sad point on my hitchhiker, and when it blocked it looked pretty good after it was done. So when you wear it, it's not very noticeable. So I am going to block this bad boy. This is a gift for one of the doctors I work with, and all this requires now is blocking, and I can gift it, and I think she'll be happy with it. I love the color. I love this yarn. This is the Fermata base from Molly Girl, and I will put the color in the show notes because I have once again forgotten them, and I didn't write it down because I thought, oh, I'll read that and never forget it again. But no, I forgot. So this didn't really take me that long. It was a really fun pattern. It looks nice. It looks harder than it actually is. So I have a couple of works in progress. Only one I can share with you. One is a super secret test knit. And like I was talking about in my last episode, if you are interested in test knitting for designers that you like, follow them. Let them know you're interested, because that's really all I did. I found a designer on Instagram that I really liked something she was working on. She's like, if you do this, just sign up here and you can be in my test knit group for when it's ready. So it is giving me quite a fit though. This first test knit that I signed up for, it's beautiful and it's really easy, but things keep happening to my work, and I was so close to being finished and I dropped it, and then I stepped on it when I went to pick it up and I pulled a whole bunch of stitches off, so makes me really sad. This is my layer cake shawl I'm about to show you. It's a mystery knit along, and the final clue has been published now, so I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you the right side. I haven't gotten a whole lot further. I started clue 2, which is where you change colors. I'm at the point where I need to go to color B and start putting beads on it. Looks really good. Looks like everybody else's. This is Hazelnut's Entice, and I've forgotten the colorway name, but I'll for sure put that in the show notes. It should have been in last week's show notes. And then the yellow is Pollen by Hedgehog Fibers. And I'm super happy. Like, I've seen it finished. It's called a layer cake. These look like slices of cake, and you can see the layers in it. I love it. It's so cute. It's really cute, and that is a really late Mother's Day gift for my mom. It's even later now, but she'll see what I've got done on this weekend because, surprise, I get to go to Tennessee and see my mom and one of my sisters at my niece's wedding shower, so that's very exciting. I'll be making a trip to Kingsport this weekend. Last weekend I made a trip to Maryland Sheep and Wool. I went to Maryland Sheep and Wool. I'd never been before, and I expected it to be a little overwhelming, but let me tell you, it was really overwhelming. I went alone. I had a friend who lives in Maryland, and she was going to be going. I'm sorry, I was going to show you some things I got there, and I just knocked something over. She was going to be going up, but she didn't want to ride with me because I had to drive from Virginia. And that made total sense. So told her I'd just meet her there. And turns out I wanted to get there right when it opened because I wanted to get something very special that I heard sells out. So guess what I got? Look at this. Do you know what this is? It is a sock blank, but it's not just a sock blank. It is a Gales Art sock blank. I went to Maryland Sheep and Wool. I got there just a little bit after 9 when they opened. And I got not one, but 2. And there's already a line, you guys. There was a line to shop the sock blanks. And these are double knit sock blanks. And there were a lot missing already. So I don't know. Oh, this is my favorite part. Look at this color. This sock blank combines 2 of my favorite things. Mixed media, dye and wool, and knitting. And I have to tell you, if I were ever to knit or to dye my own sock blank, I would definitely. I have stencils. I have some beautiful Rebecca Meyer stencils in my paper crafting stash, and I would so break them out and stencil the sock blank because this makes me so happy. So happy, I can't tell you. So one of them is for me, and one of them I have already contacted a friend because she said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you got Gales Art sock blanks. I so would have wanted that. And she has something I want. So we're doing a little tradey. A trade. Gail does name her sock blanks. This one is called Infinity and Beyond. Infinity and Beyond. I feel like I have to kind of Buzz Lightyear it out. And this one is called Rockstar Rainbow. You know, you have to sing that. Kind of like David Lee Roth, because he'd go, Rockstar Rainbow! Okay, sorry. You can come back now. I'll try to keep it calm. There was so much stuff, you guys, at Maryland Sheep and Wool. I found some some printer's type with my last name on it. What's really funny is you'll see it the way I see it when I actually see it, but holding it up in the camera right now, it's turned backwards, so I see it the way it's supposed to look. But I found 2 sets, actually. It was this cool little booth that had lots of antique-y things, and I found my name twice. So I bought it, because you didn't have all the letters, and who knew you'd find Fight twice? That's amazing. And the Clay Monster pottery people were there. And I had originally thought I would buy another mug because my very favorite mug is my Clay Monster pottery mug. But when I went, they had mugs, but they also had some small yarn bowls. And I had to get a 3-eyed monster. Look, the yarn, you can put the yarn through there. There's a little place there that it can wind around. And it looks really, really cute with my sock blank, like a giant tongue. Some of them have tongues, so if you look up Clay Monster Pottery online, and I will link you to them because they're amazing. Looks like he's barfing yarn. He's so cute though. He's got little ram type horns. He's so cute. And look, they all have like a footprint on the bottom. They're amazing. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them all. They have all different sizes of bowls. They have different size yarn bowls. They have just bowls you could put like fruit or food in. It's stoneware, so you can wash it. Okay, let's calm down. Something else terribly exciting happened to me at the Maryland Sheep and Wool. They had a podcaster meetup, and I'm going to be honest, I only had 1 episode out, so I didn't feel like I could go hang with all the podcasters. But of the podcasters I knew would be there, there were 2 that I tried to stalk them, and I was having no such luck. I knew they were there early. I saw them check in on Instagram, and then finally I sent a direct message over Instagram to one of them and said, I'm trying to stalk you. And she sent me a message right back and she told me exactly where they were. And so then I met the Knit Girls. I'm going to let that sink in for you because I cannot tell you how happy it made me. I used to live near where Laura lives now and where Leslie is soon to live again. And I was so careful when I found them because they were walking out of a place and I was walking in and I saw Leslie. And so I kind of let her walk by and I walked towards Laura and I said, hey guys, because I didn't want to scare Leslie because I hear about how everybody sneaks up on her and terrifies her. And so I didn't want to traumatize her, and I had the best time. They let me hang out with them for a few minutes, and they were really good conversationalists because I was kind of starstruck a little bit. And I mean, that might seem silly, but when you feel so much encouragement every week from a media presence, because basically they're a media presence and I catch their show every time one comes out, and I usually knit with them, and so it's like hanging out with friends, only they didn't know me, but they were really good at making me feel welcome and not like a creeper. Because basically I was kind of a creeper. I just wanted to be near them and hang out with them and, you know, talk to them back, because I talk to them sometimes when they're on. I say things, you know, I comment about things they've commented about, or we're trying to think of a word. Sometimes I'm yelling because, you know, they can totally hear me, even though that's already recorded and it's done. But anyway, I had the best time meeting them. And I've seen on all these other podcasts now so many more people that were there. Oh, and Andre Sue Knits. You can see me. I wore this shirt, and I wore a little gray open cloth cardigan thing over it. But I kind of look like Bigfoot walking in and out of the footage of Marilyn Sheepin when she's showing, you know, when Andre Sue Knits, she's first showing her footage. I'm right there. It was amazing. I was like, oh, it's like a Bigfoot. Watch me wave in and out. So that was very exciting for me to not only meet some people that are big role models in my life. Well, I don't know if role models is the right word. Knitting role models. I don't know. But anyway, it was a big deal for me to meet them, and I'm so glad that I got to. Someone has just started cutting their grass, so I hope that's not too loud for you all. So I closed the door. It's going to help just a smidge, but not as much as I was hoping. But I'm just going to power through because we're losing light, and I need to show you some exciting things. That I wrote down the order in which I want to do this. Okay, so I won a knit along, my first ever win, yay! I'm a really big fan of Lollipop Yarns. I think I talked about them on the first podcast. I'm pretty sure I did. And I had entered 2 pairs of socks in the pink along that Joan had going. And basically it was Knit Your Favorite Lollipop yarn, and it just needed to contain the color pink to be qualified to win, and that could be a pink stripe or it could be very pink. And so I won. And I got to win. I got to choose from several different skeins of her yarn. And one of them that I could choose was one that I have not been able to get. It's called the Rainbow Connection. Can you see how beautiful that is? It is a rainbow. Rainbow Connection is very special to me because the Muppets are very special to me. Jim Henson is my personal hero. I know he's not with us anymore, but there's the tag. He's been a very important influence on my entire life. Like, his philosophy was, if you want to do something, just do it. If you have a dream, you can make it happen. And he was a little guy from this town called Leland, Mississippi, and he made it big. Look at those colors. Look at those colors. I love them. I absolutely love them. So I've even tried to buy this from people that had stash posted for sale. They're like, make me an offer on a ball, and no one would even reply when I would ask about this particular colorway. So now it's mine, and I'm super, super happy. But my backup yarn that I had purchased one time when I missed getting this colorway is called the Great Googly Moogly. And Great Googly Moogly is 5 rows of rainbow color. So there's one extra color in Great Googly Moogly that's not in Rainbow Connection. Otherwise, we're super close. Because when I brought them out to show my husband, he's like, those are the same ball of yarn. I'm like, no, they're not. They're completely different. He said, is part of it the name? And I said, yeah. So this is Great Googly Moogly, which is, I believe, a Ted Nugent song. And I'm going to be super embarrassed if Ted Nugent is not the right reference. And if I'm wrong, I'm really sorry. But this is it. It is also pretty fabulous, you guys. There's some dark dye spots on that. Look, it's hand dyed. So look at the side. It's more even and beautiful. She hand winds her balls. This is a really, really soft base. This is her beefcake base. And so this is her thicker of her yarn bases. It's a super popular base, you guys. And I want to share. I want a ball, so why shouldn't you win a ball? So I'm putting up my Great Googly Moogly for a giveaway. I'm gonna start a thread, and because the Rainbow Connection reminds me of a hero of mine, my own personal hero. I want you to tell me about a personal hero of yours. So it can be a fictional character hero, it can be a real hero. Jim Henson is like my one living person that I call a true inspiration and a true hero to me. And I'm going to give you 2 weeks because I'm a bi-weekly podcast. Today is Thursday, May the 12th. So on May the 24th, I will do a drawing for the Great Googly Moogly. So all you have to do is be a member of my group at Ravelry. It's Scrap Fair Knits. So go sign up, be a member of the group, and I put out feelers for a July, Christmas in July cow, because I know there's a lot of cows going on right now. I don't want to overwhelm anybody, but I would like to host one. But right now, the Great Googly Moogly, it's not for a cow. Join whatever cows you want to. I have some sock stuff set aside to try and get in the Grocery Girls Fancy Feet cow, but I haven't cast those socks on yet. And I definitely am working on my box of socks cow for Bull&Vine, and the sock drawer, show me your sock drawer with the Knitmore Girls, and I think I'm gonna sign up for Stash Dash. Why not? I'm doing pretty well making things, so I want to show you. I have a little mail segment now. It's a mail segment. That's a little tongue-in-cheek. Never mind. There is this beautiful dyer out of Canada, and it's Turtle Pearl, and she had a sale recently, and she happened to have some super nerdy yarn colors. I know that Jasmine from Knitmore Girls has these yarns. She's talked about them. This is Tiberius. This is Live Long and Prosper. And this is Token Red Shirt. So these are 3 skeins of super nerdy Star Trek yarn. These will be socks. I don't know yet if I want to make my husband and I both socks out of these, and what I'm thinking is I will combine all 3 in a pair for him, because one of these will get me just over one of these. Yeah, one of these half skeins gets me a Rose City roller. So I'm thinking I could get Rose City rollers and then do him a pair of Monstery socks. I don't know yet. Her yarn is lovely to work with. I have knit a pair of her socks that, funny enough, were red and black striped, but they were red and black and white striped, and there's no white stripe in these. There's just gold and black and red, and I think these are so fabulous. I was so excited. I had seen them, I had been watching them, and I couldn't, they weren't in my budget, and then they went on sale, and I said, well, I have to get them now, because that puts them with shipping right in my budget. So I got that. And then I don't know if you've ever done a custom colorway, but I have. This is a custom colorway that I had dyed up. This is a birthday sock skein of yarn for my dear husband. His birthday's in June. And he loves, loves, loves chocolate chip cookies. So this is, C is for cookie. I named it. But the fabulous Lauren Slagle at Lilo Did It. She dyed this up for me. She will do custom colorways for you. And she dyed up this beautiful golden brown with chocolate chips smattered in it. So I can make him some Cookie Monster socks, because there's a contrasting Cookie Monster blue for heels and toes. I don't think this will make heels, toes, and cuffs for him. I think it'll just be heels and toes, but I think it's super cute. And this is a good Cookie Monster blue colorway, but it's her, if I can find it, it's her Betty Davis size. This is super cool. I got a pack of her minis. She has her tonals and sets that you can get. It's a pack of 8. Look at these. This one I'm super in. These two greens, for some reason, this is a really blue minty green that makes me think of Candace from Pin Feathers and Pearls. Like, Candace needs a whole skein of this yarn. It's called Shaboom. Shaboom by Lolo Did It. Candace at Pin Feathers and Pearls, you need this. This is your color. It's totally, totally your color. Okay? So, that's Cookie Monster Blue. Let me just show you. This other green I'm super in love with is Tea on the Green, and it looks like matcha green tea, you guys. You drink matcha. The only matcha I'm familiar with is Starbucks, I'm sorry. But it's so pretty. It's kind of a yellowy tint. I would love, like, a sweater. Man, it looks good with the hair. Looks good. I should start doing this with everything. And that looks good with the hair, too. Okay. So that's those 3. This one is Violet Beauregard. Love that. It's the tones. They just sing. Just sing. That one also look good with my hair. Okay. This one is Pinky Tuscadero. So Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy. This is Naked Hippo. Naked Hippo. Oh, it just sings. They sing, y'all. Absolutely. This one is a really interesting colorway, because when I looked at it online, it read totally like, it read pinker than I think it looks in real life. It's called Hello Gorgeous. Hello Gorgeous. This looks like when you mix up your yogurt and it has like strawberries or raspberries in it. That's really what it reminds me of. Like, it looks like it has fruit in it, and it's making my mouth water. And then this, I have loved, loved, loved. It looks like it's showing up really pink on the camera, but it's definitely peach. It's called Princess Peach. Anyway, so she has pricing for her minis in a set of 8, which is what I got. I got 8 of them. I actually have some more already in my stash from shortly after she started selling them, and I had some projects that I needed, heels and toes. I have a special project, you know, for this one already, and then I think I have a special project for all of them. Not really, but I have a project that I'm gonna have to pick 3 out to go with another skein of yarn that I have. So of hers, actually, I don't have it with me, but to go with Ice Ice Baby, I need 3 little minis to go with Ice Ice Baby to make something wonderful. So I have some other stuff to share with you, but that'll be for future sharing because it goes with something else that I'd like to talk about with you. This is going to be kind of a good length episode. I think it'll be maybe a half an hour long. Oh well. We'll see. Thanks so much for the positive feedback I've gotten so far. You can leave public comments. You can email me. My email is scrapbear@gmail.com, and I'll make sure all that information is in the down bar and then over at the Ravelry group. But I will see you in 2 weeks. That should give you plenty of time to keep up with everybody else who's a weekly podcast. And I know that I personally, every day I'm like, okay, I need my podcast fixed. So I like that some of them are bi-weekly, and I like that some of them are weekly. And I'm so happy you could join me today. So have a great evening, or a great morning, or a great day. Happy knitting, and I'm really going to stop talking now. So thanks so much, and have a good day.